evening, everyone. Welcome to the January 18th council meeting, Village of Crooksville. Please stand and join on the pledge of allegiance to the flag of our country. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Evening, everyone. Hope everybody had a good weekend, extended weekend there for the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. Our snowmageddon that we had. Thanks to our guys for getting out and running the streets and working hard. Worked through the night there, Sunday night into Monday. Trying to get it cleaned up for us. Roll call, please.
Mr. Hampton.
Here.
Mr. Locke.
Here.
Mr. Loomis.
Here.
Mr. Redford is absent. Ms. Smith.
Here.
Mr. Walters.
Here. First on the agenda this evening, we need a motion to approve the fiscal officer minutes from the previous meeting.
So moved.
Second. Is there any discussion upon those minutes? Roll call.
Mr. Hampton.
Yes.
Mr. Locke.
Yeah.
Mr. Loomis.
Yes.
Ms. Smith.
Yes.
Mr. Walters.
Yes. Under reports this evening, need a motion to approve the fiscal officer's financial reports.
So moved.
Roll call.
Mr. Hampton.
Yes.
Mr. Locke.
Yeah.
Mr. Loomis.
Yes.
Ms. Smith.
Yeah.
Mr. Walters.
Yes. I will this time. A motion to approve the bank reconciliation report for November 2021.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Hampton.
Yes.
Mr. Locke.
Yeah.
Mr. Loomis.
Yes.
Ms. Smith.
Yes.
Mr. Walters.
Yes. And not on your agenda there, just received them there this evening, but the mayor's court report for December 2021.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Hampton.
Yes.
Mr. Locke.
Yeah.
Mr. Loomis.
Yes.
Ms. Smith.
Yes.
Mr. Walters.
Yes. Okay. Under finance this evening, a motion to approve resolution 06-2022, approve the transfers of funds from the interfund transfers. List of your transfers this evening are $3,666.67 from Waterworks to the Water Contingency, $3587.08 from Waterworks to the Waterworks Capital Improvement Fund, $4951.91 from Waterworks to the Waterworks Reserve, $2,510.17 from Waterworks to the Waterworks Replacement, $675.71 from Street to the Street Paving Debt Service, $1,589.59 from EMS to the EMS Truck Debt Service, $20,000 from Income Tax to the General Fund, $10,000 from Income Tax to the Street Fund, $200 from Waterworks to the Stormwater Utility Program, and $11,000 from Waterworks to the Borough Debt Service. That is a list of your transfers.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Hampton.
Yes.
Mr. Locke.
Yeah.
Mr. Loomis.
Yes.
Ms. Smith.
Yes.
Mr. Walters.
Yes.
No, she decided not to.
Staring at a blank
I
screen.
set it up just in case.
Next under finance, need a motion to approve resolution 07-2022, approval reallocation supplemental appropriations.
So moved.
Roll call.
Mr. Hampton.
Yes.
Mr. Locke.
Yeah.
Mr. Loomis.
Yes.
Ms. Smith.
Yes.
Mr. Walters.
Yes. Under that, resolution 08-2022, payments.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Hampton,
Yes.
Mr. Locke,
Yes.
Mr. Loomis,
Yes.
Ms. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Walters.
Yes. And last but not least, Resolution 9-2022, payroll.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Hampton,
Yes.
Mr. Locke,
Yes.
Mr. Loomis,
Yes.
Ms. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Walters.
Yes. Under service this evening, we have trash hauling permits for 2022 from companies Waste Away Sanitation, LaCrone Sanitation, and Republic Services. Looks like they've all paid and presented their list of equipment and copies of their insurances. Except I don't see Republic's copy of their insurance. Unless it's stated here. That's what it's anyway. Did Republic submit their insurance?
I thought she said they were in the meeting, but I didn't look at them.
They paid the permit, they don't have a...
I'll touch base with her tomorrow if they don't have it, if we just,
If we just didn't get it in there? Okay,
want to just approve it, and then if we don't have it, I'll make sure we get it.
all right.
Make a motion, we approve it, three, as long as they meet the specifications of the ordinance. If they don't, they'll be notified and meet those before we...
Waste Away and LaCrone definitely paid and has shown their insurances and so forth and has their equipment listed. Republic here paid and supposedly says that the insurance carrier sent automatically from the agency, so we'll follow up on that.
I'm going to say they might have emailed it to her, but I'll double check.
Okay,
I'll second that motion.
all right. We have a motion and a second to accept those three permits for trash haulers. Roll call.
Mr. Hampton,
Yes.
Mr. Locke,
Yes.
Mr. Loomis,
Yes.
Ms. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Walters.
Yes. Under safety this evening, we have a motion to approve Robertson's final pay app, number 13, in the amount of $47,540.14.
So moved. Second.
What's that? Where is that?
That's for the fire.
I mean, I know it's for the firehouse, but was that allocated money already set aside for that, or
It's probably the retainage
retainage we had?
and final. It's kind of scary that it's the 13th.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes. Chief, we're, all intents and purposes, done there, right? We've got a few things with
They
heating
got a few minor things they're fixing.
and cooling for the folks.
It's being resolved.
It's being
A few other
resolved.
things.
Okay.
Not giving you any hassles fixing stuff.
I haven't through the whole project,
You know, we're down to the end of their pay, so sometimes people are
Yeah.
less
Forget it.
tendency to do it at that point.
Forget to call you. Roll call?
Mr. Hampton,
Yes.
Mr. Locke,
Yes.
Mr. Loomis,
Yes.
Ms. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Walters.
Yes. Okay. Under legislative this evening, need a motion to approve Resolution 102-2021, request advance of taxes. It's the final reading.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Hampton,
Yes.
Mr. Locke,
Yes.
Mr. Loomis,
Yes.
Ms. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Walters.
Yes. Next, need a motion to approve Resolution 103-2021, agreement for gov deals.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Hampton,
Yes.
Mr. Locke,
Yes.
Mr. Loomis,
Yes.
Ms. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Walters.
Yes. I'm going to skip over the third item on that legislative for a minute. Under old business, approval to order the plaque in memory of TC, Tom Collins, for the council chambers.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Hampton,
Yes.
Mr. Locke,
Yes.
Mr. Loomis,
Yes.
Ms. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Walters.
Yes. Okay. Any other old business come before council? New business seating. Motion is needed to appoint Lacey Tomlin as village administrator, starting salary $41,600, and after 6 months probation, salary will increase to $52,000.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Hampton,
Yes.
Mr. Locke,
Yes.
Mr. Loomis,
Yes.
Ms. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Walters.
Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I should have done the one at the bottom first.
Let me take my vote back.
Taking that vote back?
We still got Christmas lights on here.
That's right, we did, and the Christmas tree's still up.
A little bit of the snow.
I was gonna say, I had to shift my priorities a little bit here.
My God. 2 weeks in, she got it screwed up already.
You're starting off.
Sorry, woman on Walnut Street.
You're starting off where you left off, stirring the pot.
They'll be down before next week, how about that?
Well, there's a problem, Scott.
It's a goal, not a promise. Not a promise.
I took that as a
They
promise.
changed, they changed the
As of
plan.
recording, it's a goal.
We can run them as first readings. We don't need them as,
Jan and I
Emergencies, right?
spoke this afternoon, and she saw no reason for those to be emergencies at this point.
okay, that's pretty good. Need a motion to approve ordinance 2704's first reading. It's an ordinance waiving the residency requirement for the village fiscal officer, Marilyn Warner.
So moved.
Second.
Explain that a little bit.
The old ordinance was for the clerk treasurer. It had to be a resident with inside the village.
Oh, okay. So this is a resident not being inside the village to take the position.
Correct.
Okay, right.
Or it had to be elected. Yeah, an employee.
Right,
Yeah, this position was an employee that had to live inside the village,
okay,
and we're changing that.
okay.
She's heard.
Yeah. Roll call?
Mr. Hampton,
Yes.
Mr. Locke,
Yes.
Mr. Loomis,
Yes.
Ms. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Walters.
Yes. First reading, yeah. And then motion is needed for ordinance 2705, ordinance waiving the residency requirements for the village administrator, Lacey Tomlin. It is the first reading.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Hampton,
Yes.
Mr. Locke,
Yes.
Mr. Loomis,
Yes.
Ms. Smith,
Yeah.
Mr. Walters.
Yes. Little suspense. Need a motion to go to executive session for the Ohio Revised Code 121G2 to discuss real estate.
So moved.
Roll call.
Mr. Hampton,
Yes.
Mr. Locke,
Yes.
Mr. Loomis,
Yes.
Ms. Smith, Mr. Walters.
Yes.
I work on that other one. Got to where it floods and drains, but it still floods.
We are out of executive session. Need a motion to approve Resolution 10-2022, agreement for cooperation removal of the equipment from Village Park and authorization as an emergency.
So moved.
Roll call.
Mr. Hampton,
Yes.
Mr. Rock,
Yes.
Mr. Loomis,
Yes.
Ms. Smith,
Yes.
Mr. Walters.
Yes. Chiefs, anything for this evening?
Guess that's emergency, you gotta do another reading.
Yeah.
Except,
That was your emergency.
For the resolution? I
Yeah,
thought that
you
was
needed,
the-
that was to suspend the rules as the emergency. You actually need to vote on the
Okay.
resolution now.
Motion to accept Resolution 10-22, resolution authorizing agreement for cooperation and removal of equipment from Village Park.
So moved.
Roll call. I thought that was just under.
Mr. Hampton,
yes.
Mr. Rock,
Yes.
Mr. Loomis,
Yes.
Ms. Smith, Mr. Walters.
Yes. Chiefs, anything for this evening?
Flashy lights are up on the highway now. They operate when we push a button on a remote.
When are they coming back to put in the,
Well, they said today, but there was no today. There's ODOT, so it could be next year again.
well, I'm sure they're busy shoveling snow.
But they do work. People don't pay no attention, please. As usual.
The awareness. Anything else, Chief?
Things plugging along. They did just put out a
Give you a break.
post where through COVID.gov, every family can get 4 free test kits. And we're not getting any until February. We went through pretty much about 500 tests in 2.5 days at the firehouse.
Oh, 2.5 hours with him. Gee, missed. I know
It was nonstop for 2.5 days. We're still getting dozens of phone calls a day if we got any. So,
all these people going out and get tested. I sure wish they would get vaccinated.
the,
Herbs and tendencies here. Test just tells you have vaccination for getting sick.
the state of Ohio, the health department of Ohio is only limited so many to each county, test kits. They're limiting it to 1,800 for Perry County, and three of us fire departments got 500 apiece.
Doing based on population? Is that what they're doing?
Yeah.
Our numbers dropping, you say, Ralph?
They're starting to go down.
Renton's starting to fall pretty drastically. We've been about like 2 weeks behind them. 2 weeks. With Britain, England, we've been about a week or two behind them as far as,
Yeah.
usually it's our metropolitan areas that start falling first. New York's falling. I don't know if California's falling.
That was just a chip.
I think so. I think everybody's starting to go down. And Keith's
Use of
now
force
starting to go
policy
down.
that was going to be inserted in.
Then they have a new flavor.
Hopefully not.
We'll have it for the next one.
All right, good deal.
Is there any word out there?
There ain't cold anymore, it's COVID.
Yeah.
Older flu than it was COVID.
Oh, flu's out there right now.
No, flu's out there. Cold's out there. I had one last week.
Well, if you got a runny nose and a cough and a third, I call that a cold or flu or whatever. I mean, years ago it was COVID. Now it is.
There is flu type A going around right now.
Do you know, Ralph, how, I know they say 90 days, like after you have COVID, you can get your shots for 90 days. Is that,
I believe so, yeah.
Sure it's 90? I thought they shortened that up too, didn't they?
Yeah, they change it. Like I change socks every day.
Yeah, they do. They've changed.
Just say call the Perry County Health Department, they can tell you.
What was the question?
They said after you had COVID, you had to wait 90 days to start your shots. But I don't, somebody said they got sicker than hell after they got the shot after they had COVID.
That's probably true, because people that usually had more reaction to the shot, had more antiviral things in their body to fight it.
I wonder if I wait 6 months before I get it.
Don't wait too long.
Yeah. Why don't you go through that again? Brian, you have anything for us tonight?
Not yet.
Not yet. Alright.
Still working on it.
Alright. Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Hanson,
Yes.
Mr. Law,
Yeah.
Mr. Loomis,
Yep.
Ms. Smith, Mr. Walters.
Yes. Everybody has a good evening. Thank you.